friends, a very warm welcome. In this tutorial we will learn some important concepts in JQuery. These are the topics that we will be covering today. What is a selector, how to use various selectors in code, how to select elements using complex selectors. Now let us first see what is a selector. A selector, as discussed in the first tutorial as well, is always enclosed within parentheses that follow the dollar character. You can see here a selector is mentioned within the parentheses that follow the dollar character, and then you can perform some action on it. A selector is basically used to select a particular HTML element or a group of HTML elements that we intend to perform some action on. Now let's move forward and look at some of the jQuery selectors. The first one that we'll be looking on is the asterisk selector. Asterisk selector selects all the elements on the HTML page, and then you can perform the desired actions on those elements. Let's see how we can use it in our code. This is the HTML code that I've written. I have some headings, paragraphs, lists, a table, then some links, and a button as well. So let's see how it looks. Refresh it. This is how my HTML page looks. Here is how the asterisk selector works. Let me replace this code with asterisk. Now what will happen is that when the button will get clicked, all the elements on the HTML page will hide. See, but here the button element is selected, then on its click all the elements get hidden. Let's see. Let's save it. Remember to save it before you refresh the browser so that the changes can reflect. Now refresh your browser, then click here. When you click here, you'll see that the whole content of this page will vanish. Let me click it. Here you see the page gets blank. Let's just move on to the next selector. It is this selector. This keyword basically represents the current HTML element in the code. Let me replace this asterisk text with this keyword. Now the button element will get hidden once it is clicked. Let me save it. I refresh my browser, and when I click on the button will vanish. Here you see. So the next selector that we have is a P. P here represents the elements. Any element you can mention here, any element on the HTML page. The element will get selected if there are multiple elements of the same type, and all the elements will get selected. Let's see how we work with this. I replace this with P here. We have two paragraphs on the HTML page. Both the P elements will get selected and will be hidden once the button is clicked. I save it. I go to the browser. I refresh it. Now these two paragraphs here, as you can see, will be hidden once I hit the button. Here I hit the button and you see both the paragraphs get hidden. Moving on to the next selector. It's a name defined with hash. This whole name represents the ID of an element. If you want to select a particular element that with its ID, you want to identify that element with its ID and then perform an action on it, then you should go for this selector. Let's see how it works. Here's my code. I have an ID for my first paragraph, and it is paragraph. I copy it and paste it here. I prefix it with a hash. Now this first paragraph will get selected and it will be hidden. I save it, go to the browser, I refresh it, and this first paragraph will be hidden once I hit the button. I hit the button and here you see it's no more there. Now the next selector is a class selector. The dot here represents the class. The name following the dot here represents the class. Here all the P elements that have intro class will get selected, then you can perform the required actions on them. So I go to my code, I just delete this text, then I write p.intro. Now the second paragraph on my page has class intro and it will be hidden once I hit the button. I save this code, go to the browser, I refresh it, and this paragraph will vanish once I hit the button. Here you see, it's gone. Now moving on to the next one. Here, this selector is used if you want to select the first element on the page. Here the first P element will be selected. Let's see how it works. Go to my code, I write this, and I write the first is a keyword word. I save it. Now the first paragraph is this paragraph will be hidden. Save it, then go to the browser, refresh it, this paragraph will go. Here you see, it's gone. The next one is these are the selectors that are used in combination to delete. Suppose I have a UL, then the LI, then the first. So the first UL with its first LI will be hidden. I save it, I go here, I refresh it. Now this red, the first list and the first element will be hidden, that is red. I hit the button and you can see the red is gone. So you see, JQuery is a very interesting thing to learn. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like my video, please subscribe and like it, and comment as well. Hope to find you in my next tutorial. Thank you.